When tiny rivulets turn to gushing torrents on the Russell Glacier, you know the summer season has arrived in southwestern Greenland. Nearby, the ice is finally off at Long Lake, and the shoreline is buzzing with activity. With support from the National Science Foundation, ecologist Sean Cahoon and a team from Penn State University are camped here to study how plants native to this tundra ecosystem are changing in response to a warming climate.
We know the Arctic is warming. We have temperature records going back and showing that pretty stable temperatures over the last 2,000 years up until about 150 years ago.
The Penn State team uses a suite of instruments to monitor the vegetation growing in these cones. A key measurement: how much carbon dioxide the plants are taking in from the air and how much they release back into the soil through their root systems. As the climate has changed and temperatures have risen here in Greenland and all throughout the Arctic, scientists are seeing a lot more of this, woody shrubs, and a lot less of this, grassland.
Well, the working hypothesis is that it coincides with the increases in temperature that we've noticed in the last several decades.
The tundra plays a big role trapping greenhouse gases, keeping the planet's carbon in balance. The research shows the shrubs take up and release carbon at a different rate than the grass does.
And that way we can tell, by doing this sequentially throughout the season and throughout several seasons, we can start to describe how much carbon is being lost or gained by each vegetation type.
Laura Radville threads a camera down through a clear tube in the ground to take pictures of roots as they grow.
If we know when the timing of when the roots are being produced, then we can link it to the carbon exchange that we know what's happening above ground, and then we can say something about how the timing of root growth affects the above ground carbon exchange.
So which is better at soaking up carbon, grass or shrubs? There's more work to be done.
It's a pretty nuanced relationship. It's not a simple relationship as where we can say, okay, there's shrubs here, there's going to be more carbon going in. Or there's grass here, there's going to be less carbon going in.
But Cahoon says what might seem like an isolated ecological change here in the Arctic could have wide implications. Changes in the ground cover could amplify the effects of a warming climate or suppress them. So now is the time to, well, get to the root of the matter. For Science Nation, I'm Miles O'Brien.